Bucco Triple Play, Rich's Treasure Chest, brought to you by National Gold and Silver Refinery. Did you ever go to the top of the scoreboard at Wrigley Field in uniform and pop out of the scoreboard and wave to your manager, Jim Leland?
99% correct.
Okay.
But as I remember it, I may have waved down to Jim, but as I remember it, I was yelling because Van Slyke's playing center field and he could hear me. I was yelling at Andy.
But you were in the scoreboard.
In the scoreboard, looking out one of them little holes where the numbers are.
During the game.
In
your uniform.
Andy turned around and looked up because I kept yelling his name, and I don't know if he recognized my voice or what. He turned around and looked up at the scoreboard, and I waved out at him. So now the way I went up there was I ended up putting some I put tennis shoes on, and I did have my baseball pants on, but I just had like white sanitaries. I didn't put on the bottom part, the stripes, and I had just a black windbreaker. I put that on. So when I went out into the crowd, in the old days, you could go right out of the clubhouse right into the crowd. And so I was right into the crowd, and then I walked around, and Tommy Sant had set this up, I guess, earlier. He told me, he said, if I go up there during the game, if you knock on the trap door, they'll open up the trap door, I just climb up the ladder, tell them who you are, and they're expecting you. So, I don't know, it was about the third or fourth inning. I went up there, I knocked on the trap door, the guy opens it up, and he goes, hey, Bob Walk. And I go, yeah. And he goes, I want to take a tour of this. And it's just like an old, decrepit attic, kind of like it. There was like little like ladders going everywhere, old wood. And so I went up there, climbed up a couple ladders to get to this one certain level where they have a couple of windows where the numbers go that they leave out during the game so they can watch the game. They got little folding chairs there. So they know when someone scores, they got to go hang a new number. So I got there and they let me sit there, and I watched the game for like half an inning, looking out the thing, and that's when I yelled down at Andy, and then I can't remember now who the umpire was. I think it was Frank Poley. He came over when I got back to the dugout. Somebody, it could have been you, Rich, or it could have been Tommy. Gave me up to the umpires. And so Poley comes over there and he starts yelling at me. He goes, I seen what you did. You were up in the scoreboard. He goes, you're going to get a big fine for that. But it was all just a joke. He never fined me.
Up there stealing signs. You never know.
Oh, well, yeah. Nowadays, it probably would be a big fine.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely appreciate the stories and getting to the bottom. So we're finding out Rich's stories are 90-some% true. But the big thing I've learned today is that Bob Walk was merely sometimes even a victim. That sounds like that was Tommy Sant's fault.
Yeah.
Don Robinson, that might have been his fault. And it was the players in the bench that it wasn't Walkie. They threw the ball at Walkie. I mean, he was the victim, Rich. You were making it seem like these were all his fault.
The worst thing Jim Leland ever said about Bob Walk was on the days that he didn't pitch. When he pitched, he was a horse. He was a war horse. But on the days he didn't pitch, Jim would throw him out of the dugout. Get the hell out of here. Go down the bullpen. Do something. Bob was bored. So all these things that we're talking about, he did them on days he didn't pitch. He didn't, but on the days he pitched, I'll tell you what, man, he was a war horse.
Well, there were times I didn't want to be in the dugout, so I knew how to push his buttons to get thrown out of the dugout. But that would happen a lot. He would say, that's enough. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't care where you go. Stay out of the dugout.
Go ahead.
Now is the time to sell your gold due to popular demand. The National Gold and Silver Refinery at the Holiday Inn in Weirton, West Virginia, has expanded hours, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and Fridays until 4. Get top dollar in cash from the team you can trust.